Hello! So the second week of the PISCINE the pool at School 21 Moscow. It's the franchising school of School 42. My conclusions, things that I noticed that I understood this week. So let's go. I think the motto of this week is people, and I strongly advise you, if you're gonna participate in the PISCINE, just remember it from keep it in your heart that you need people and that you need to find a good company with whom you feel very comfortable, who motivate you, who push you to go further, who push you to learn more, to develop your skills. And it's very important. And I believe among 350 rest of people who are still here, you will find 2, 3, 5 people with whom you feel very comfortable. And I think it's the core thing of the PISCINE, of this experience, to know how to get the information and how to use it and how to share the information. And I think that the people who can share and can take, they will be winners. It's like the core strategy of this thing. I don't know, it's just my thoughts of my peers who I communicate with every day. We believe in that theory that will save you, that will make you progress more. I told you 350 more people because we were 500 people and only 350 people registered for the second exam. That means that more than 100 people, they gave up. It's the obvious thing that this system is not for everyone, and only the strongest and the most curious stay. That's the reality. Unfortunately, you can think that, wow, that's so cool, because I am in for this system. I am into this system. I really like it. I believe in it and I enjoy it. But at the same time, there are people who think that it's not their thing, and you should be ready for that if you participate and you realize that it's not for you. It happens. It's life. And what happened this week is that we had a defense for our group project, Rush 00. Basically, during the pool, you have 3 group projects. The first week is Rush 00. It's kind of easy thing, and we had a success. And we also did extra things, so that's why we had the high score was 100 and plus bonus exercises, so it's 120 I think we got. And the thing is that how do they measure, how do they rate your project, is that they take the worst explanation of your code. If it works, if it compiles, if you did everything right, they look at the code and ask the less strongest person in your group what is going on in this code, and they take this explanation and give you the mark. And we did our best, so our worst person our weakest person in the group, she just understood everything, so that she explained everything with some hesitations, but still she knew what's going on, so that's why we got this score, and I'm very happy about that. And about the second group project, Rush 01, I forgot to register for that, so my advice for you is to double check every time that you're registered for the project, because the subscription closes before the exam or during the exam, I think, and just after the exam you can't subscribe, and I opened the page and I realized that I didn't subscribe. That was kind of frustrating, but at the same time it was an advantage for me because I didn't pass the exam well. In my point of view, I got 32 for the exam out of 100. I did 2 exercises without any mistake, and but with the third exercise I failed the third one, and so that's why I got 32. For me, it's not that good, so this weekend basically I worked on my weaknesses. I worked on the things that I didn't understand, and that was good. So, and as for the Rush 01, the second Rush project, which was this week, the second week, I strongly recommend you, if you don't feel really comfortable with the programming, for example, if the first Rush project wasn't that kind of thing for you, don't register for that, because that's how you frame your teammates, that's how you put them into trouble. This week I noticed with other teams that basically how the team is formed, it's formed randomly, and one person is like with the higher level, the second is in the middle, and the third person is like in the low level. And the thing is that just in most cases what I noticed what's going on, that the other two person, they didn't really participate, they didn't want to do this project. And if you're alone, just with the two equal minds, or two more or less equal minds, you are able to finish this project and to check everything. You have much more fun rather than you don't have the support of your teammates and you do the project alone. So yeah, if you don't feel really strong for that, don't do it. Don't register for the Rush project. And yeah, I think unconsciously I was right. I wasn't right, just unconsciously I didn't register, and so that was the good decision for me, because if I got not really good team, so that means that I would waste a lot of time, a lot of energy on trying to finish the rush, but finally I wouldn't make it. So, and I concentrated on like developing my skills, on developing my understanding, on learning something new, and do an individual project, because at the weekend you also have an individual project in this kind of system of the pool that I have right now. It's sostantivo. I mentioned sostantivo on the first week, I didn't do it, and the second week we had a match and match. And yeah, it wasn't that complicated, and thanks to people who I communicate with, they explained to me some core ideas so that I was able to write the code and finish this task. But we'll see how much will I get for that. But I hope that I succeed. And what else was interesting in this week that was different from my Paris experience is that we also had a marathon before the exam. And I think it's a sort of distraction because on Thursday you have a project which is very important. It's about malloc, dynamic memory allocation. If you don't understand this concept, it's going to be very difficult for you the next week, because everything, like if you didn't understand one concept, the next week or the next project, everything is like chained, everything is connected to this topic, and so that's why you always have to take a step back and then forward. That's it. And this marathon, really it was a distraction, because it lasts 23 hours, and basically every hour you have a task, and you distract yourself from the project you have for the day, and you distract yourself from preparing for the exam, which is on Friday. And I made a strategic decision not to make the marathon and concentrate on the exam, concentrate on the day project. It's just my opinion, but I recommend you not doing the marathon if you are not. You can do it if everything is easy for you, right? But if you are not very comfortable with everything, don't do it.
Поднимайся на этаж выше. Пустые кластеры воет.
So basically, if I make a conclusion of this week, the most important thing to my mind is people. Try to find your company, try to find your people, and it's gonna be an amazing experience for you. I did find the right people in my first PISCINE in Paris, and it was incredible. And this time I found people and feel very happy about that. So good luck and see you the next week. Bye bye.